Welcome to Knox Talks, the AI-generated podcast exploring the groundbreaking ways technology shapes our built environment. Today, we're diving into hospital building controls and why it might be time to completely rethink how we design them. About 5 years ago, a project kicked off with a district health board in New Zealand to upgrade an aging building management system, one that had been quietly running for 25 years in one of the world's largest hospitals. What started as a technical challenge turned into something much bigger, a rethink of everything we assume about hospital controls. Now, when we picture hospitals, we often lump them in with commercial buildings. That's no accident. When direct digital controls, or DDCs, came onto the scene in the 80s, they were a game changer, affordable, scalable, and perfect for commercial spaces. Naturally, hospitals followed suit. But fast forward to today, and modern hospitals are no longer just big commercial buildings. They're complex, sprawling, tech-heavy campuses. Think massive MRI machines, high-stakes surgical suites, industrial-grade boilers and chillers. In some ways, they operate more like factories than hotels. But building controls? They're still mostly designed with the old commercial mindset. That mismatch? It's a problem, because in hospitals, even small system failures can cascade into serious disruptions. No hot water? That's not just uncomfortable. It could mean surgeries get canceled, instruments can't be sterilized, staff can't wash their hands. Suddenly, clinical services grind to a halt. So this district health board decided to take a disruptive approach. Instead of tweaking the old system, they zoomed out and asked, what should hospital controls look like today? They focused on 4 pillars: criticality, procurement, security, and life cycle. And it all started by challenging the idea that all systems are created equal. In most hospital BMS setups, every system is treated with the same level of criticality. That flat model means non-critical systems can be over-engineered and critical ones under-engineered. So the team created a new criticality matrix. Instead of just 3 levels, they expanded it to 6. That gave them finer control, literally over which systems needed industrial-strength solutions and which didn't. Turns out some of the most essential services, operating theaters, MRI cooling systems, hot water plants, were all running on basic commercial-grade DDCs. Not ideal. To fix this, they started using PLCs, programmable logic controllers. These are the same robust controllers used in industrial settings, where reliability isn't just a nice-to-have, it's non-negotiable. PLCs are built to handle mission-critical operations. They come in various grades, from those suitable for business continuity to those certified for life safety. They're fault-tolerant, support dual power supplies, dual processors, and can run for decades. That's exactly the kind of hardware hospitals need. And price? It's no longer a barrier. Thanks to tech advances, PLCs have become more affordable and accessible. Security was another big issue. The existing system had weak passwords, generic usernames, and little coordination between IT and OT teams. Not great when you're managing systems that literally support patient care. PLCs came with support for standardized protocols like IEC 62443, allowing the hospital's teams to unify their cybersecurity strategies. The hospital also revamped login practices. No more admin 123, and standardized user access across the board. Lifecycle was another area where PLCs outshone DDCs. With a typical DDC, you might get 15 years. PLCs, at least 25, and with better performance. They're more accurate, more resilient, and less likely to need frequent replacement or upgrades. Then there's procurement. The old BMS setup was deeply customized to the facility. That might sound great until you need a part or a technician and you're stuck waiting weeks, paying premiums. PLCs are based on open standards, so any trained tech can step in. Parts are easier to source. Vendors are interchangeable. That kind of flexibility is a game changer for hospitals. The shift also meant moving away from proprietary software and one-vendor solutions. Now the hospital could engage multiple vendors, negotiate flexible contracts, and avoid being locked in. So after 5 years, what did all this add up to? A totally new model for hospital controls. More resilient, more secure, more flexible, and more aligned with how hospitals actually function today. But maybe the bigger lesson is this. Hospitals have evolved dramatically. Our approach to their controls hasn't. And with sustainability goals looming, new technologies like IoT and AI changing the game, and patient expectations higher than ever, we can't afford to stay stuck in the past. It's time to let go of outdated frameworks and start designing systems that rise to meet the complexity, urgency, and mission-critical nature of today's healthcare environments.
Futurist.